Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to another episode of the Late Night Hello World. What's going on, guys? How was your day? I know I'm here late, but it's all good. I'm keeping my word. I need to check first to see if I am buffering it all. And so far, so good. So, yes, guys, welcome to Hello World. It's the late night edition. I'm not expecting too many people to come in, but I'm hoping that you guys do join me. And if you're still awake, you give me a little bit of your time. What up, AKA Jade in his house? Guys, I'm so excited. I can't wait to tell you how my day was. But it's the late night show, the late night chat, whatever you want to call that. um, so I woke up before I get into all of that, I just have to remind you guys to like, subscribe, share, and turn on your lovely notification bells if you can. And what I'm going to do as well is share out the chat just to see if anybody else wants to come in and hang out with us for a little tiny bit. Because it's late. It's Friday, what we consider the weekend. Um, I got to cut open some snake eggs today. Oh no. Were the snakes alive, or like when you cut them open they were dead? It's the late night chat. Join us. I'm just writing this out in the community tab. So yes. Hi, the handy. How are you? Welcome to Hello World. It's good to see you. I hope you get to join us for a little bit. So anyway, um, I am super happy. Today I woke up, I went to work. I had a pretty decent day. I can't complain about that at all. Um, hey, Flagneck, how are you? I know you're not sleeping. The snakes were just fine. It was time for them to. Okay, good. All right, good. I'm glad to read that. So yes, after work, I had to. Okay, so there was a contest that I was a part of. It was a yoga challenge. Hey, secret agent, secret agent, welcome. How are you? Hi, JC. How are you? The handy, I want you to stay as long as you possibly can, because the longer you stay, the more minutes I get. So keep on staying. You won't regret. Welcome, Billy. How are you? Welcome to Hello World. I'm so glad you came. And Flagnac is a wonderful guy. He is phenomenal. He is making his way up to impossibilities that he never thought was possible. Hey, Mike, how are you? How are you? So, anyway, um, this is actually a talk show. So, welcome. I hope you stay as long as you can, because the longer you stay, the more minutes I get for YouTube. So, feel free to stay. I'll just time out any negative comments. Okay? Yes. What up, Jennifer? You'll never find. How are you? Yeah, guys. So, just so you guys know, all of you are primarily blue wrenches. So if someone comes in and they really want to be disruptive, just time them out. Don't kick them out, because I need the time. So the longer people stay in the chat, the better off it'll be for me. Okay. And maybe you might want to take that into your chats too, if you ever should have people that want to come in like that. Oh, you booted three. Don't boot them, flag nag. You need the time. It's only going to help you get monetized faster. So let them stay. It's okay, Jennifer. They're being nice. You know why they're being nice? Because they're depositing minutes into my monetization. So it's fine. It's absolutely fine. And you know what, guys? We can't take these things personal. Sometimes people are crying out for love. Sometimes people are crying out for attention. But the minute you don't give it to them, then they cry a little louder. And then when you say to them, like, everybody's laughing at you in the room, and they notice that everybody is laughing at them, and so then what happens? They just leave because they get embarrassed. I don't have the monitor on mine. That's okay. But when you get to your 4,000 minutes, you will. And those people who come in who think that they're like really causing a ruckus, they're just adding to your success. You see how that works? You see how that works? So I don't mind. Before it used to bother me, but then I used it in a positive way, which is like, well, you guys are giving me something that would have been harder for me to get by myself. So continue to stay in. And then also, if they stay, maybe they'll learn something new and decide, like, hey, this chick is really cool. I look like a fool. Oh, boo hoo. I guess I should be Mr. Seuss, right? I'm just rhyming all day long. So, anyway, okay, so today I'm going to get into the meat and juiciness of it all. So after work, I went and made a couple onesies. I just remembered that I was a part of a yoga challenge as a sponsor. And, people had a challenge every day to do something what the instructors did. And then you had to follow the the sponsors and the instructors. And then you had to tag and all that other stuff. So anyway, this one woman, she won, and I almost forgot that I promised her that I was going to mail out her shirt at the end of the week. Well, today is Friday. I didn't do it, but I did contact her and I let her know what I had in my inventory, and she was perfectly fine with what I had. And I will be mailing out her winning giveaway gift on Monday. So hopefully she will turn into a loyal Hello World, Be the Difference clothing type of everything supporter. So hopefully that'll work. And you know what, guys? She really did a great job with doing all of the yoga things and keeping up with, the routines every day. Oh, I'm sorry. Um, Say you'll love my videos, Jennifer. I got to use. Oh, Miz, you're being nice now. Thank you. Oh, I didn't know that, honey, but I'm glad I have my PC up. Okay, good. Good, good, good. I'm glad. Did you go live yet, Flagnag, or are you gonna go live today or tomorrow? So anyway, to the nuts and cranny of it all. I every year. Okay, so I don't know if you guys have heard of the application called Meetup. So Meetup is basically an app where you can meet other people in like-minded types of groups, and you can just go. So it's all perfect strangers meeting up, either doing social activities to whatever you like. So if you like technology, there's like technology groups and you meet up with technology groups. If you like board games, you meet up with board games group and you guys meet up, and then you kind of become friends. So I joined, you guys know who Danielle is. Danielle invited me to go to this glam girls meetup, and they were watching like a football game. And then they had a Friendsgiving. And basically, a Friendsgiving is when and even your thumbs down is helpful too, because it's still telling YouTube to like go have people go to her page. So it's fine. Um, so yes, so the annual Friendsgiving. So I've never heard of it before. So I went, and it's basically a bunch of people getting together, and that's primarily your Thanksgiving with your friends. So we met at this restaurant, and I had such a good time. This was my third year going, and I almost thought it wasn't going to happen because, the person who actually puts the actual event together didn't do it until like last week. And I was like, yeah, I'm definitely going to go. This is our annual event. And this was our third year. Well, third year for me going and me seeing the same people. And we didn't get to catch up too much because we were in a nightclub bar type atmosphere. So we couldn't really all sit together and talk, which is fine because for the majority of us, we did talk and have a good time, and it was cool. We switched tables, guys. We went to the Ashford, and I had broccoli General Toast. I call it General Toast, but people call it General Sauce. I call it General Toast. So basically, it was broccoli and the sauce, and underneath it was a bed of potatoes and carrots and all that good stuff. It was so good. It was so good. I enjoyed it. I definitely enjoyed it. Um, Miss, please don't be disrespectful to other people because that's one thing I won't. I will not tolerate. You can say whatever you want to me or try to move me, but you can't mess with the people in my chat. That's the one thing I don't play with. So be respectful, please. If you want to speak to someone, you know how to hit the @ and start typing out their names, and it'll come up the rest of the way for you. So please don't do that. Um, I would appreciate it. Thank you so much. So anyway, guys, the annual Friendsgiving, it was amazing. It was amazing. And if you guys have never ever done that before, you said, hey, plate. So I don't know if you were referring to paper fan. Um, so I'm talking to Ms., the MIBZA, whatever you call the rest of the name, because I don't know how to pronounce the name. So I'm just saying if you were saying it offensively, I don't take that very lightly. But if you just simply wanted to say hello to them, just hit the @ and start spelling out the name. That's all. Because you're new to the chat and I don't know your temperaments, and I know everybody else in here for the most part. Yeah, that one. So I don't know if you meant um, that person that I was talking about, uh, or whatever. But if you can, just spell out people's names. And like I said, I know everybody here, you're new, and I want you to feel welcome, but I also don't want you to be mean to anybody that I know. Okay, let's just be fair. Um, and guys, the more thumbs oh, yes, and I forgot to tell you, you guys are more than welcome to put a thumbs anyway. I don't mind because I don't want to try to deter people from feeling or doing what they feel they like to do. So thumbs up or down, it doesn't matter. It all actually adds out to boosting my analytics. Either way, it doesn't matter. So feel free to do that. Hi, Erin. How are you? How are you? Welcome to Hello World. Okay, cool. See, that was a misunderstanding. I'm glad that we cleared that up. Oh, okay. And I absolutely, whenever I'm on my phone, it's the same thing too. I hate I can't do the @ I can't type things out. So I apologize. I just wanted to make sure everybody was playing fair. That's all. I hope you understand. So, uh, hi, Erin. How are you? Welcome to Hello World. I appreciate you guys for coming in anyway. And like it's always nice to like straighten out the atmosphere. You know what I'm saying? I don't mean to be offensive and I don't want that to come off that way either. So at least we clear the air. But guys, that Friendsgiving was so fun. It was so fun. I enjoy going to that. I don't know, but for some people in the group, their families are far, far, far away. And when they're far away, they may not be able to go home to their Thanksgiving. So events like this, kind of fills that void for the actual day of Thanksgiving. Oh, okay. Okay, cool. Okay, Flagneck. Okay. Because some said, what the F was this before? And I was just like, you know, it wasn't really cool. So that's why I was on a little edge. You know what I'm saying? What up, Sugar Love? How are you? Welcome to Hello World. Are you feeling any better? I hope you're feeling a lot better because I know you weren't feeling better before. So I can go and see you live very soon, very soon. So that was the Friendsgiving event. So guys, if you don't have a family that you can go home to easily, or just maybe don't have a family, consider doing like uh, a Friendsgiving. And that's kind of something popular nowadays. A lot of people are doing that. A lot of people, like I said, who don't have homes or homes or people or family that they can go to, they just go to a Friendsgiving event. Some people do it on the actual Thanksgiving day. Um, my day was good, Flag Nag. It was good to go there. My food was good. So like I knew, okay, so I had two plates. I knew this place was gonna be good because I had the sweet potato french fries, and I told them to make it, well done, because I don't like soggy food. And sometimes sweet potato french fries can be soggy. That came out golden at golden perfection, and it was so good. It was so good. So I said, okay, if they can make sweet potato fries, I didn't even need to use ketchup, then the rest of this is going to be good. Um, So after that, I had my General Toast broccoli, and it was good. So the company was good. We started playing a game. I don't want to say the name of it, but it was called What the F. And we basically read things off of cards, never have I. And if you were the person who actually did what was on that card, you had to take a you had to take a drink. I was sipping off of water, for the most part. I was sipping off of water. A lot of us were drivers, so I wasn't really doing anything crazy. Hey Chad, Fish and Bass, how are you? Welcome to Hello World. Okay. So you need some inspiration? Wow. What can I say? I gotta turn it on. Um, Yesterday I talked about never giving up. And today, I want to tell you guys or talk about following your dreams. I talked about that earlier this week, but for a lot of us, it takes a while for us to really, 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 really understand what that really means. So for me, I let one of my dreams kind of like hit the back burner because this was back when I wasn't confident enough in my own self or my abilities or anything like that. So I've always wanted to be an actress when I was growing up. I always wanted to be an actress, but I was always afraid, more so nervous and shy. And I let that get the best of me. So I didn't follow that dream. But then I said, okay, I will do business. I wanted to own my own hotel chain. Yes, I wanted to own my hotel chain. I still have an idea of how I want to do that, but for the most part, I haven't deviated away from the business theme, right? So I went from wanting to own hotels to then managing an artist. And in managing the artist, I learned and picked up on how to do different things. So with the books that I've published, I had to help publish his works or his music or his lyrics. And all of these things led up to me being able to follow my dreams today, right? And sometimes you'll realize that when you have a dream, right? You may have a dream, but it may end up branching off into so many different ways. And for me, those ways became my books and Hello World. And now I just trust everything. I just trust that life is going to carry me and take me to wherever is going to be more suitable for me. for my best outcome, for my happiness. I was watching this YouTube guy earlier. This guy, his name is Wim. I don't know if you guys have heard of him, but he was talking about how he can heat his skin up when he's in ice cold conditions. But what I took out of what he said is a lot of times, if we don't live in happiness, live in peace, live in harmony, it will be hard for you to even follow your dreams because you won't have a direction. And you certainly might be distracted with a lot of the negative things that surround us quite often. But if you're happy, you're lifting up the vibrations in your body. And so if your endorphins are releasing all the toxins, then how could you ever get a common cold as often? I remember when I almost got sick. Remember when I was telling you guys, oh my goodness, I'm getting sick, la 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 la, because somebody came to work with the flu and I was feeling like I was catching stuff. Most of that I think was in my head, like, oh my goodness, if they cough in my direction, I got the flu. But then my body started getting weak. And I remember around that same time when that was going on, I was very angry. I was very angry because I was like, how selfish is that for you to come to work not feeling good like that and expose all of us to like ailments like that? And so I started getting sick because that anger was in there. And then I wasn't going to the gym. I wasn't taking my vitamins. All of those things attributed to that. And so my spirits were low and I was more susceptible to getting sick and less focused on my dreams and my goals. Because I certainly wasn't thinking about Be the Difference and how I can prosper in there and how I can spread positivity through the company. I wasn't thinking about those things. I was just thinking like, I'm sick. I don't want to die. What up, Shake It Up? How are you? Welcome to Hello World. It's good to see you again. So it all kind of ties together. If you're in a high vibration, you're going to think way positive about the dreams that you think may be too difficult to start. You're going to be able to start scratching the surface of all of the dreams that you absolutely think you would not have been able to do had you been in your sound mind, right? And sometimes I think our sound minds are really a mind that is in depressive situations because we've been trained and taught to be and act like who we are or were up until that point before we started to wake up and see all of the beauty outside of our programming, outside of our devices, and just really looked at nature for its best and see how when we take care of nature, it will take care of us. When your mind is clear and you're thinking freely, you absolutely can follow your dreams. So I say to you, are you following your dreams? It's a question. Are you following your dreams? Do you feel like there's a way or a reason why your dreams are not coming to fruition? What is blocking you? Okay, that's fine, JC. Secret agent. See you later. Thank you for joining me. So, guys, I ask you, what more are you going to do to stop your dreams from coming true? Follow them because I guarantee you, as long, and I say this quite often, as long as you are following your dreams, right? And your dreams have some type of parameters of giving service back to your community, then your dreams will absolutely morph into something bigger than you would ever imagine, right? I guarantee you it's going to happen that way. So whether you believe it or not, doesn't matter. See, I think also too that we worry too much about the outcome than the process that of going through. That's where the sweetness is. Because you learn new things maybe, or you perfect the things that you used to do, or find a shorter way of getting to the answer or the result that you may have been thinking. So open your minds. Open your mind and just allow yourself to be. And whether you think you're not in a proper place, or you should be further in whatever it is that you are trying to do or think that you want to do, don't worry about timing, right? Time is man-made. Time is man-made because it keeps going. The earth is going to keep going and going and going even after we leave. So time doesn't end. And for every one of us or people who think that there's a heaven or you morph into something else, your soul, I believe your soul doesn't die. And so you'll keep going on and on and on and on, and just whatever else is next. Anna, how are you? Live life in the now. Tell him, Billy. Oh, wait, I need to go on this one. Tell him, Billy. You tell him. How many of us are actually living life, right? Because I feel like living life is not the things that we have been taught are the things to do, right? Because for most of us, we were raised to believe that you go to school, you get an education, you get married, have a family, and voila, you are complete. For some of us, it should be that plus something else. For some of us, it should be minus something plus something else. But for all of us, there's extensions of ourselves that we need to keep moving. Keep on believing. Keep on reaching to the highest destination in your life that you can possibly reach, right? Because I think there's infinite possibilities. Imagine if we not only just scratch the surface, but we start to dig deeper. Imagine if we get to dig deeper. How far will you go? How much further will your dreams go if you just dug a little deeper, trusted a little more, believed a little harder, or just believed a little less like the mustard seed, or stop trying so hard? Because sometimes when you try, you're pushing and life is trying to pull you somewhere else so that you'll get the best outcome. But you're like, no, because I've been taught that it's better to go this way. I want to go this way. But life is like, no, that's the traditional non existing route for you. It's not the way. Sometimes you just got to let go and trust. So, how many of us are willing to let go and try to trust? I want to try to let go more. I want to learn how to be able to balance out my body. I want to learn how to appreciate nature and understand its language. Do you know how dope that is if you understood nature's language? For real, for real. I'm not even talking about just like, oh, the wind is blowing and no, I'm talking about for real. Like you be a navigator and understand what what the temperature is going to be like for the next month. Smell and be able to know like it's going to rain in about an hour, right? Because earth has been doing that for us for so long. It's been feeding us. We don't treat it good all the time, but it still produces. Oh my goodness. Like in this town, they're building all of these colossal monuments. And I'm just like, oh, Earth, please don't give in. Because I'm like, they're putting all these tons and tons and tons and tons and tons of weight into the ground. And it's just like, really? Why? The life, this life is just the start of my journey. You tell it, Billy. You tell it, Billy. My belief is look after my mind and it looks after my body. That's so true. That is absolutely true. So, guys, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Hey, Chad, how are you? Welcome to Hello World. We're just having a little chatter about following our dreams. I wonder why I keep on having the topic of following your dreams. Who in here is not following their dreams and has that burning desire to do so? Right? Because I don't make my topics up. Sometimes it just happens right then and there. So don't look at this as a plea for me. Maybe it's God, your believer, your maker, whoever it is that you believe in, it keeps on knocking on your door and using different people to do so. And if I can be a vessel to help somebody open their eyes and maybe reach to higher heights that they never thought they could reach, I want to be that. And I don't mind doing that because somebody was that for me. Someone was willing to be that for me. And then once we do start to open up our eyes and recognize what's going on around us, through us and in us, you're responsible for those things and hopefully you use it wisely. Is it me or does this seem like a lot of trolls? It's probably because it's late night, Flag Mag. It's probably because it's late night. And that's why I got all confused earlier. So I couldn't tell, the people that you invited in versus the people that were, really trying to throw the game away. So, I mean, it's all good at the end of the day. Must be because it's late. Yeah, it's late. There was just one person that I just couldn't take in here. Just the name alone. I can't. Otherwise I would have let them stay because I want my time. I want my 4,000 hours. So I'm telling you guys this. Don't wait for it to be the buzzer. Don't wait for the buzzer beater shot to start following your dreams because after a while, I think after a while life will be like, okay, what I needed you to do was for this specific time and moment in life and you let that time pass. So the opportunity is closed. And now something else will come along, but it's just not going to be as good as if you followed the first path. So, guys, if you are the person or persons that need to follow your dreams for whatever reason, just start doing it. Just start doing it. Okay? Just start doing it. Don't worry about the means of how you're going to start your projects. Don't worry about that. Because like I said, if we all know and agree that a paycheck is not a passion, once you start following your passion, that money is going to just attract to you. It's going to just come. It's just going to come. Diaper duty. Aw. So I'm just elated. I had my good time today. That's why I'm on late tonight because we met up around 7:30, and when I got in is when I actually got in. The rest of them ended up staying a little later. There was a rooftop, so they went up to the rooftop. I'll tell you the quick story about it. So when I first walked in, I asked the front desk if the party was there. They said no. So she was like, "Oh, but you can go to the roo—" I was like, "The rooftop? It's cold outside." She's like, "No, no, no, it's heated. It is indoors." I was like, "Okay, fine." I walked up like 10 flights of stairs just to get up there. Like I was like huffing by the time I got up to the top. But let me tell you, when I walked in, the ambiance was so beautiful. And then the bartender came over and he was like, "Tell me the truth. Do you think this is overkill because everything had Christmas lights?" He's like, "Do you think it's overkill and do you think they started too soon?" I was like, "No, it's cute. It's cute." But they had everything, reindeers in the bar. They had reindeers, Christmas lights. They had the girl in. It was so cute. But I was just like, yeah, you kind of forgot you were at a bar. But it was cute. Really very well put together. So if you guys are in the area, check them out. Um, check check out check out the Ashford, and they did a really good job. The food was good, the group was good, and I was too excited to not share it with you guys. I didn't want to save it for tomorrow because it's fresh in my mind now. But yes, for the rest of them, they went to the rooftop and they like partying up. But for me, I was like, oh, you know, I'll just slide on home, because I wanted to tell you guys how it was. And plus, I was tired anyway. That game that we played, I'm not gonna lie, I had like this much to drink. It was like this much to drink. I don't usually drink, but I think this is the first drink I've had in about a year. So I had that much and it was fun. And drinking, there's nothing wrong with drinking. It's just the abuse of it is a problem. And thankfully, alcohol is not something that is an addictive agent for me. Like I can go for the rest of my life without having another drink, or even a sip of a drink. But on some occasions, like tonight, I did, and it is what it is. We had fun. Everybody was respectful. Everybody was cool, cordial, and it was great. So, guys, that's a great way to make friends. Start having friendsgivings with your coworker, well, your coworkers, or even your neighbors. Get together, get to know people, start talking. So, if anything that you've gotten out of this hello world tonight, know that when you are surrounded by people that you enjoy, you'll get that happiness in your heart and all of the inspiration will start flowing. I made up a quote on the way back because I was so happy. Like it just starts to flow. Trust me, when you are operating on the happiest parts of moments in your life, the happiest moments in your life will help create inspiration for your goals and your dreams and your aspirations. And then you'll be able to follow them with no problem, at least for that moment. So give yourself a chance. Enjoy life. Enjoy life. You don't get it a second time. Please just enjoy life. Smile more. Love harder. Laugh. Breathe easy. Breathe deeply. Smell. Taste. Touch. Use all of your senses. See through these beautiful eyes. Hi, Zip. How are you? Welcome to Hello World. What up, Susie Q? Yes, Susie. Let me tell you why. Because I went to a Friendsgiving, Susie Q. I went to a Friendsgiving, and it's an annual event that happens before Thanksgiving. So it was put together because I think maybe there was a need because there were people who may not have been able to go home for the holidays, and this was their way of celebrating it. So it's kind of like that. 8 years, 19 months for me, Flag Mag. Ooh, wait, let me see what's going on up here. I believe don't hold back, as if you do, then you only end up with regret. Yes, it's true. Billy, let me tell you, I didn't hold back when I was at the gym the other day. I ran into my friend and had a chance to talk. Are you a Christian? Zip, I'm in inspirational clothing. Um, no titles here. I want to respect everybody's belief and desires and wishes. All I primarily want to do with my clothing company is to encourage and inspire people. I want to cut out the red tape. The red tape is religion. The red tape is politics. And just put in that beautiful band-aid, which is called love. I want to remind and bring back the responsibility that I feel like we all were left in this world, which is to help each other and to love each other. What can possibly go wrong when we all are trying to love each other? And I mean respectful about it. So basically, the website is right there, Zip Zero. The website is right here. And you can go on that, and the printed messages on there, can primarily make people think or also encourage. And not only the person that wears it, but also the person that may see it. So, like, for example, the winner tonight wanted the grass is greener. So I did it on a tank top. I printed it on a tank top. And it's just a great reminder that no matter what, when you look at somebody that smiles and think you can become envious of thinking that they have it all made, just believe that everything isn't always what it seems and appears, and your life might actually be functioning a lot better. So appreciate what you have. And if you want more or better, then do the things that will help create it to get better. So basically, in a nutshell, that's what Be the Difference clothing is all about. That's what it is. And that's why you'll notice me say a lot too, like, if you believe in God, your maker, creator, Buddha, or whoever, because a lot of people were raised with different traditions, different religious beliefs. And who are we to say that they're wrong? Because they've been raised that way. And no one can positively, absolutely say unequivocally that whoever and whatever they believe in is the truly right way. We can only go based off of faith. So that's what it is. In a nutshell, Zip. That's what it is. Uh oh yes. YouTube introduced me to Esther Hicks. My mom used to say, let someone else play the fool. Billy, yeah, I heard of Esther. I don't even like, and like, I only YouTube only introduced me to Esther like 2 weeks ago. I never even knew what this was about. All I saw was like these titles pop up and whatnot. I used to watch a lot of Jim Rowe and uh, Les. You know who I'm talking about, Les. Um, and who else? There's another one, and these are people that I haven't like revisited in a while, but they're all inspirational people and stuff like that. So yeah, I try to surround myself. Hey Pandies, how are you? Guys, Pandies has a great channel. Go check them out. I love Jesus. I respect everyone. And that's great. I'm glad you do. Zep, we all have to believe and trust something. Hi, Sunshine. How are you? Welcome to Hello World. And never let anyone change your beliefs. Tony Robbins, he all right. He's all right. Les Brown is who I'm talking about. I like Les Brown. I like Jim Rowe. Esther Hicks, that's brand new to me. Um, and and I was raised in church, but I also believe that there's a lot of information out there. It's like what they teach you in church. You you take whatever is feeding you at that moment and you go with it. If it's not, then it's not garbage, but it's just not for you for that moment. God, your maker or your creator, whoever you believe in, will make you become aware of whatever it is that's going to help elevate your life at that time. That's just my belief. Everybody else can believe something else, but I feel like things don't happen just by chance. It's for a reason and it's for a purpose. And if you don't catch that reason or that purpose, then you're just going to keep on sailing on in life with no direction. Looks like my calling is to go soothe the little one back to sleep. Oh, that's so cute. Well, I mean, I'm sure it's not very cool on your side, but you too, JC. You too. I'm glad you were able to make it in. I like joy. Be the difference. Thank you, Jennifer. Thank you guys. I'm glad you guys are saying all these things, but I'm truly just trying to really be genuine and honest. That's what I'm truly trying to do. And if I can be an example and more people will feel more comfortable being honest, then boom, that makes me happy. That does. Do I believe in the rapture? That's what the Bible says. I feel like, honestly, Susie Q, I feel like when we die, that's when the rapture comes. Because that's when you'll meet God face to face. That's what I believe. Is it possible for the rapture to happen? Yes, but I'm tending to believe that, sometimes I need to see things in order to believe it. And it's not to say that it is not going to happen or it's not true, but a lot of us have been, a lot of our lives, we've been fed so many things, so much information that's not necessarily true. So, speak to you in a bit, brother. So, Susie Q, you know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. In my opinion, it is what it is. Whether the rapture comes while I'm alive or dead, it doesn't matter. What I do know is that what I have taken away from reading the Bible many, many years ago, and I used to read the Bible every single year. And we're talking maybe 5 or 6 years ago, I used to read the Bible every single year. Um, I believe that from cover to cover, it's always been about love. And in between that, we've been taking on journeys on what not to do and what to look out for just by reading other people's stories. And the judgment part, we all judge each other. And if we truly did zero judgment, then we would be like what it says in the Bible. Like if you judge somebody harshly when they're falling off of grace, right? Somebody's falling off of grace and you judge them like, how could you? How dare you? You will be one, held accountable. Two, when you fall, because everybody ends up falling at some point in their lives. When you fall, you're going to feel like 10 times stronger. So, those are the things that I have uniquely remembered and have grasped from reading the Bible and reading the Word. Have I read any other teachings? No, I have not. Would it be interesting to do so? I guess so. I guess it would be interesting just to understand other people's frame of thought, but I haven't done it. But I do believe that if we do what God has told us to do, from the Bible, which is love. That was the last command. The last and greatest command was to love your neighbor. Check it out. It's in y'all gonna get me to quoting things wrong, and I hate to do that. Um, but I believe it was in Mark where Jesus's last command was to love your neighbor. He said, "This is my last and final command, to love your neighbor." So you guys can absolutely research it on your own. It's either Mark or John. No, it's not John. It's got to be in Mark. It's definitely got to be in Mark. And if I remember, it's like the 13, 15, something around there. Yeah, Matthew. Okay. And it's probably repeated again because Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, they all kind of repeat everything. But that was the final thing. And I was like, what? See, guys, like when you actually read through the Bible, for anybody who actually has any interest in reading through the Bible, if you actually read through it, you kind of understand it's about love. And then you'll also understand, like, wait a second, there's a lot of stuff in here that, we're not practicing right. Ezekiel, Mark 12. I knew I was right. See, I told you it was in Mark. I don't remember the book of Ezekiel, Chad. I just don't remember. I guarantee you, if I read my Bible last year, then I would remember all of that because I went from cover to cover. And every time I read it, I found something else new that I didn't know. And I was like, oh, snap. Yeah. Yeah. But am I a religious person? Absolutely not. I am absolutely not religious because religion is not going to, okay, let me rephrase that. Preaching at someone is not going to help their hurt any less, but reaching out and saying, I understand and I love you no matter what you're going through. And throwing a scripture at somebody is might not work. But if you just do what Jesus may have done in his day and just reach out and love them and touch them with that love that makes somebody feel warm, then you're doing what God has taught us to do. Like I said, I'm not religious. I refuse to be religious. I do not want to be a hypocrite, even though sometimes I'm sure we all backtrack on the things that we say we want to do. We're human, so that's possible. But overall, I'd rather go down as somebody who loved and actually tried to do what was asked of me. And that's it. All this other stuff, fighting who's Baptist and who's Methodist and who's Christian and who's Catholic, what does that do? Like, what? Everybody's always mirroring each other's reading material off of the same thing. So who came first? Who is true? So I say I leave that all out. I leave that alone. If we really loved each other, we wouldn't have to fight over people's beliefs. If somebody want to be Catholic, let them be Catholic. Maybe it works for them. And maybe another day it won't. If somebody want to be a Christian, let them be a Christian. Maybe it's working for them. If somebody wants to be a Buddhist, let them be a Buddhist. If that's working for them, then let that work for them. But I do know if we try to tell people that they're wrong, and believe in this, wrong, you're only going to try to hurt them and confuse them into thinking like, well, I guess I'm wrong. Well, now I hate everybody. Let people be. Let God, their maker, their creator, Buddha, whoever they believe in, work on their hearts, right? Because at the end of the day, we have heart conditions. We have heart conditions that need to be fixed and mended. And in order for those heart conditions to be mended, we need to institute love because love covers a multitude of sins. Yes or no, yay or nay. Love will make even the hardest of hearts Soften. Even if it softens just a little bit, it's going to soften. Love, right? And if we're talking about Christians, because I can relate to that, Jesus loved us that much that he gave his only life so that we wouldn't have to make atonements anymore. That's love. How many of us are willing to do that kind of love where you would give of yourself? And I'm not saying to no cross, to give of yourself, to give your last dollar so someone can eat. That is love. To, even if you're dead tired, to listen to someone's story or venting, that is love. Whether they realize that's love or not is something that you are doing. You are giving yourself to someone who is in need. That is love. So, no, I will never be religious, but I will say if God, my maker, or whoever you believe in, wants to work through my heart to encourage people, let it be. Let it be. Because I want to fulfill whatever the desire was for us as humans to be. That's all I'm saying. I believe if you make a commitment to do right by yourself and others, that's okay with me. There is no question love is not the answer to. Why not, Zip? No religion, no one, wait, no religion, one-on-one relationship with Jesus and walk in love. There is no question love is not the answer to. Hey, Eat Sleep, how are you? Comfort. Comfort is a healer better than any medication. It's true. I said this earlier today. I was like, what makes a prescription any less illegal or lethal than something that is not prescribed, right? Because they're drugs, they're still breaking us down. Come on, Zip, tell me why love is not the answer. Ooh, I want to know. Let's have a chat about that. Love is not the answer to. I want to hear that. Because if it's something else, let me know. Y'all got me up at 12:30 in the morning. I never thought I would ever be up this late on Hello World. Oh, but Zip, I want to see what you have to say, and then I'm going to close out. See, everybody has their own beliefs. And, like I said, I respect everything. And if it's going to teach me something I want to learn, why not? Zipzo. 1 Corinthians 13, verse 13. No, love is the answer to every question. That's what oh, okay, okay. Because I thought you were about to enlighten me and be like, ooh, Susie Q, I don't have my Bible on me. Okay, fine. I'll just look it up. I will look it up real quick and then I'm going to head on out and let you guys go to doing whatever it is that you want to do. Let's see. First Corinthians 13, verse 13. 13. Let's see. All right now. And now oh Lord, I can't even read. And now these three remain: faith, hope, and love. But the greatest of these is love. Oh, guys, that's what the Bible says all through and through. So true. So true. Love is unconditional. I'm a Wicca pagan and happy. That's okay, Flagnag. That's okay. If that's what you believe, if it's what you believe, it's what you believe. What made you want to become a Wicca and a pagan? See, these are things I don't understand. I don't understand those things. Good morning. Right? We're here to talk about everything and anything. I was braiding hair. Okay. I read it out though. I found it. Flag, now you holding me hostage. What is a Wicca and a pagan? Where you located, sir? Delaware. After that, Flag, now I'm gonna close it out because I'm very interested in understanding that. Just to see what I was a Christian, but never could follow a book as where the Wicca pagan is a white witch. Like a white witch, like you do like spells and stuff on people, like that, Flag Nag. Like you do black magic. Oh my goodness, Flag Nag, you be doing black magic? Ooh, Flag Nag. I can explain more over the Telegram. Ooh, ooh, Flag Nag. Mm-mm. Well, I do spells, but never. Flag Nag. White magic. Ooh, Flag Nag. Uh-oh. Don't do spells. Well, I guess we end up doing spells in general because when we wish for things to be good, it's like we're putting out that energy. And if I don't know, I'm not going to get into it because y'all going to have me up till tomorrow morning, like crystals and stuff. Oh, okay. Enjoyed your late night chat. Have a good night, everyone. Bye, pandies. It was so good to see you. Black magic is a no-no. Yeah. Y'all scaring me. Mm. Y'all about to scare me, and I gotta go to sleep. No, we don't. Yeah. I have been a pagan for many years now, and the spells are for myself, as the old rule is with coming back to you tenfold. So I don't do it on anyone but myself. Oh, okay. I mean, hey, we got to talk about these things, right? Just so I don't get scared. Anyway, my white magic is God. If we call it something. Um, but yeah, I thank you for clarifying that, Flag Nag. Bye, Zipzo. It was good to see you. Hope you come back around again. Yeah, guys, but I'm here on yes. It's good talking about it. Helps people understand. Yeah, it's true. Um, I'm here on Hello World every single night between 7 and 9. And we talk about everything and anything. Some things are comfortable, light and airy. Some things are uncomfortable. Some topics are thick. Like last night, we were talking about a lot of thickness, a lot of thick topics. I mean, we were talking about domestic violence. We were talking about healing. We were talking about a lot of different things. Um, so that's what Hello World is all about. And the idea in general is that we'll be able to take something from the chat or something that I may say to encourage another person who may feel like they're hopeless, right? To me, it's not fair to know that there are people that are absolutely hopeless. That hurts my heart just thinking about it. So the next time you think that your life is all bad, just remember there's somebody that absolutely has no hope, no belief in their situation getting better. See, we need to be the band-aid for those people. If you ever want to get to know anything about me or Be the Difference Clothing, you can definitely check this link down here or the website. I have books that I've published, so you can check those out too. But whoop, hit the website, btdillc.com, and you can definitely check that out. If you want to see anything that people who've been here on Hello World, check that out down below. There's links. There's different links to people in the chats. Get to know each other. Learn about each other. Let's kind of respect each other through our differences. This is how we can bridge the gap of, wow, this is how we can actually create unity, bridging that gap of misunderstandings. I am here on Hello World traditionally every single night between 7 and 9. And I thank you guys for giving me a tiny bit of your time every single day. I appreciate it. And it's because of you why I stay motivated to come back. And hopefully, I'll see you guys in your lives and we can support each other that way. So, until we meet again, my name is Joy from Be the Difference Clothing, signing out on another episode of Hello World.